But anyway, let's move on to our final topic and let's get into this Roman Mercury story. So we did talk about him the other day, but I felt like his story got a bit overshadowed by Tim Kruger's death. And I understand Tim Kruger is somebody who was well loved and known, and a lot of people love Tim Tales and all that stuff. And I live for Tim Tales too. I was a fan. And I know people, a lot of my friends have worked with him and who are content creators and work in the adult cinematography space. So now we got a little tea from him. Shout out to about his death. Shout out to Roman's friend who spoke to Out about what had happened. So Roman Mercury, it was revealed during around the same time that he had passed away. We didn't know what from, but it's been confirmed through new details shared with Out by his close friend and industry peer Greg Dixon. As a fellow adult film performer, Dixon not only co-starred in various projects with Mercury, but also developed a real bond and friendship between them. The news of Mercury's passing was first shared on February 27th in a Twitter post written by his close friend and fellow adult film star, Greg Dixon. With profound sadness, we share the heartbreaking news of the passing of at Roman Mercury _, Dixon wrote. Roman left left us unexpectedly, leaving behind a legacy of passion, talent, and kindness that touched the lives of so many around the world. He added that his family will spread his ashes in the ocean near his favorite place to live in Southern California. Roman, you will always be missed, but never forgotten. So now, however, because Mercury's passing was disclosed informally through Twitter posts and right before Tim Kruger's also tragic and unexpected death, the story almost ultimately got lost in the news cycle of social media discourse, which is why I wanted to come on here and actually do a full regular homage for the reminder. So they said now, Mercury was born in Sao Paulo, Brazil, had been living and working in the U.S. for many years. Working through the gay adult film studio system, he had 89 performance credits with brands such as Raging Stallion, Raw Fuck Club, Top Fan Vids, The Bro Network, Pantheon Productions, and Men at Play, among others, per the Internet Adult Film Database. Now, Mercury was 45 at the time of his passing, and his career has gotten bigger than ever. His overall reach included 411,000 followers on Twitter, popular pages on OnlyFans and Just for Fans, and even his first ever Gavian Award nomination in 2025, saying, I was first attracted to him by his signature black armband, the tall, dark, handsome Brazilian looks, and after chatting his charm, Dixon told Out about Mercury. The first night I met him, we filmed, and his friendly demeanor instantly sparked the chemistry that carried throughout the experience. We wanted to hang out after, and where did we go? In-N-Out Burger. Now, Dixon added, over dinner, I got to learn more about him. Mercury was married to a man whom he loved dearly, had an interest in music production, and had a gymnastics training background. I thought to myself, isn't this 6'2" muscle man a bit tall for gymnastics? I did, however, ask him about his mysterious armband. He said, one day I will tell you, adding to the enigma. Now, one of the things I did not know is that Roman's husband passed away last year. They said that Dixon elaborated on certain details about his personal life. However, it's important to note that Dixon was very respectful of Mercury, taking a few days to share any statement before checking in with other involved parties who were also mourning Mercury's loss. Sadly, Roman's husband passed away last year, leaving him lonely and crushed. Even in the midst of his loss, Roman was very persistent, intelligent, and organized. So now, they also got into the cause of death. They said, I was informed by the family that his passing was due to hypertensive cardiovascular disease, meaning he suffered from a heart attack. Although his physical heart had issues, his spiritual heart always shined by helping others. I like to believe that he is now in the heavens, back with his husband. Although we worked in the adult industry, Roman was much more than that. His legacy will live on. Now, Dixon believes that Mercury made a big statement in the adult film industry with his professional studio shoots and collaboration fan page work. He said he had a passion for what he did. His goal was to entertain the viewer with something memorable. And being smart, he wasn't a know-it-all. He was willing to learn and share experiences which helped other creators. Now, Dixon said that he and Mercury had plans to hang out whenever they were scheduled to film together. During one of those instances, Dixon described grabbing Starbucks with Mercury, taking selfies in the car, and having a conversation that bonded them as friends, praising Mercury's sense of humor, saying that after filming the Grabbies Grabby's nominated executive order with Raging Stallions director Steve Cruz, my partner and fellow performer Bruce Jones and I took Roman out for our favorite Palm Springs restaurant, the Tropical. Roman surprised us by immediately speaking Russian to the waitress. I came to find out that this brilliant man spoke 4 languages, including Portuguese and Spanish. He learned Russian while training for gymnastics in Russia. Well, that would sound about right. Um, yeah, if you're going to be doing gymnastics, I think even Johnny Weir was like that too. Like he spoke fluent Russian. Like were you dealing with a lot of Russian people who do like workouts and gymnastics and things? It's good to learn a language because you're going to be talking to a lot of Russian trainers. They also said that since Roman lived close in San Diego, they had filmed content at Bruce's place for our fan page collaborations. Afterwards, he told me that he was becoming more exhausted and didn't feel great about his medications and was planning to see his provider. My last filming with Roman was in LA during the AVN Awards, just a couple weeks before his passing. Prior, he sent me a text that I was his favorite daddy and wanted to switch up the roles for our normal shoots and try to do something new to perfect it. With Steve Cruz as a filmographer, we were supposed to go out on the town later that night, but didn't. That was the last time I saw him. This is according to Dixon. Now, it kind of makes me wonder because I don't know if he was forthcoming about any situations. The harder thing I'm wondering is because was he HIV positive? I mean, he was doing raw videos. And was he HIV positive and maybe the medications, after a while that does take its toll on your body. So it kind of makes me wonder. Plus he was dealing with, it seemed like a lot of depressing type situations in regards of losing his husband. And I know some people die of a broken heart. So these are things I was just thinking about as I was promoting this or talking about the story. But I'm here for, unfortunately we lost another one in the industry. And I just want to pay a proper homage to Roman. So, because I don't feel like, even though we talked about it in passing, it was unconfirmed but this is like the proper one. And it's from a friend who actually knew him that wanted to get that story out there. So I say all this to you guys. What do you think of this story about Roman Mercury's death? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.